Ecos Latinos presents IRSE, or Going North, a performance by Artzenico, a theater group based in Guatemala. It was part of the Fringe Festival, an alternative theater festival in the Bywater, New Orleans. Performers travel along immigrant routes through Mexico, culminating in the New Orleans performance. The piece depicts some of the experiences they had during their travels on immigrant routes.
My name is Kristen Evans. I'm the executive director of the New Orleans Fringe Festival, and we are in our 5th year this year. And it's wonderful to be where we are today, and we have a great story about how we started. We started 5 years ago. 3 of us got together with an idea of doing a small theater along St. Claude Avenue, and the idea quickly got out of control. We decided to make it a Fringe Festival. And so today, in our 5th year, we have 68 performing groups from New Orleans, all over the country, and we even have 2 international groups joining us this year. So over the 5 days of the festival, and this year the festival is November 14th through 18th, there will be theater of all types happening everywhere. And we're talking about theater in a very broad definition. Everything from dance, comedy, puppetry, circus arts, interdisciplinary that mixes film and multimedia and all of the above. We even have 2 operas this year. And so these 68 performing groups are performing in over 30 venues, primarily in the Marigny and the Bywater, this neighborhood here, but really all over the city. We have this great nexus of venues now growing in Central City. So folks who come out to the festival have the opportunity to wander from venue to venue. Most shows are not more than an hour. Tickets are really inexpensive. And so it gives the opportunity for people to take risks, and that's what we want. We want our audiences to take risks and see things that they have never seen before. And we also want our performers to take risks and bring out their wildest, their best, their riskiest work to New Orleans audiences who really enjoy seeing that. We have 2 wonderful groups that are coming from abroad visiting us. One is actually making a return visit, a group from Guatemala who was here last year collaborating with a local performance group. And this group is performing a show called IRSE, and it is about their travels from Guatemala to the US by land and those experiences, and they're going to be sharing those with the audience once they finally made it to New Orleans.
Desde dentro de mi mismo país, ese pequeño y cruel país se me hace presente. Me sangra, me duele. Cuánto amor en el dolor, cuánto dolor en el amor. Qué dura eres, patria mía.
My name is Jordi Mullering, and I am in a Guatemalan theater group that's called Artzenico. And I am from Holland originally, but I live in Guatemala. And we are visiting New Orleans because we are presenting a theater play that's called IRSE, that is part of a bigger project called IRSE hacia el Norte, which is a project that combines theater with reality, and in which we travel the migrant route, and New Orleans is our last station. We travel the migrant route, giving workshops to migrants and migrant shelters, and also presenting the play IRSE to migrants and non-migrants alike, to generate dialogue about the theme, which is migration, and also to give visibility to it.
My name is Boniface Diaz Aldana. I come from Guatemala. At the moment, I am in New Orleans working with my theater company, Artzenico. We left Guatemala following one of the immigrant routes to the US to get a closer look at the immigrant experience going north. We will present this experience through a theater performance called IRSE al Norte. which is part of the Fringe Festival in New Orleans this year. We are aware of our need to follow at least one of the immigrant routes. We need to explore these possibilities as close as possible, feel the immigrant experience, and blend it together with our art, which is, in this case, theater.
I found out, and I think that's also something that we share in the group, that we wanted to connect more to this world and use art not as a tool to give a message to people, not as a tool to visibilize themes, which are things that might happen, but to use art as a tool to generate dialogue and authentic moments of being together, because I think that is the power of art. I think a very important aspect of this project is that we try to be very self-reflective. We try to be humble about the impact of the work, but we also try to find ways of where we can impact, meet more people, learn more, not only us, but also other people.
Guatemala, feliz que tus aras no profane jamás. Tu bandera. Si mañana tu suelo sagrado lo amenaza invasión extranjera. ¡Pa! 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 ¡Trrr! ¡Trrr!
He's originally from Mexico. He was just waiting for his ride to go to work, and someone started yelling obscenities towards him, telling him, "What are you doing here? 6 o'clock in the morning." He didn't do anything. He didn't want to fight. So he just lowered his head and just listened to the insults hurling at him. Nobody helped him. Why?
Aquí las cosas que llegan aquí. ¿Por qué? Usted sabe de dónde vienen esas cosas. Yo no me imagino las cosas que se pueden descubrir a la hora que uno pregunta de dónde vienen esas cosas. Y si usted sabe, si usted se ha preguntado de dónde vienen esas cosas, para arriba, y abajo finalmente.
He was just standing there. He just lowered his head. Cuídate mucho. Stay safe.
Yo no quisiera ser de aquí. Amo con todo lo que soy este pueblo y su gente. Por eso mismo sufro de manera atroz. Por eso mismo me duele hasta el aire que pasa. Por eso mismo no quisiera estar aquí. No quisiera ser de aquí. No quisiera amar tanto a este país, a esta gente. El amor se me transforma en dolor y eso no es justo. El amor ha sido siempre alegre, constructivo, sinónimo de felicidad y de optimismo. Yo amo a mi país y es un amor triste, impotente, infeliz, que me duele, que todos los días tiene nuevas llagas, que siempre está más y más crucificado. Veo su mapa cercenado una y otra vez. Veo su historia de burlas crueles, sangrientas. Veo su geografía.
This project is partially supported by grants from the Arts Council of New Orleans, the Louisiana Division of the Arts, the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Foundation. It is produced by Musicians for Music.